aren't crazy. You've chosen to incarnate during one of the most epical shifts in consciousness the universe has ever seen. Just remember how loved you are through this, how applauded you are for your willingness, how blessed you are with every step you take. You are not alone and never have been. Be sure to seek out the others. You volunteered for an experience that matters, and you are respected dearly for it. Focus on remembering who you are and who you came here to be. You're an amazing being with magnificent potential, and no one can suppress that anymore. Keep remembering who you really are as your potential gets revealed to you step by step, and rest well in knowing that you are doing good.
Who are the Ascended Masters? The Ascended Human is someone who has somehow reached higher ground, someone who has seen through all of the illusions of this world. He can see beyond the veil of Maya. This is what allows him to ascend above others. It's what allows him to be on some sort of higher ground so he can see things for what they really are. He has realized the most powerful reality. He has realized the most powerful truth. If someone reaches that point, obviously, he has to start expressing his experience. He will have to say what he sees, because there are people around him who are suffering unnecessarily. They are creating their own hells, and they are trying to drag him down with them. An enlightened or ascended master can communicate with you, but not in the way you are used to. They don't speak, or they don't download information into your minds, and they don't give psychic readings. There is no need for these things because an ascended master lives in a state that is beyond the mind. This means that whatever it is he wants to tell you is already present within you. You just have to recognize it, and that's where things get tricky. Your minds are designed to recognize only what they have already recognized before. And most of what is within you was put there by your minds, not by the Ascended Masters. It is not surprising that most people have trouble recognizing the Master's messages. They are not used to recognizing anything outside of their own minds. But keep trying. You will get the hang of it eventually. An Ascended Master will live in a state beyond the mind. Therefore, to give you some kind of idea of what it is like to be in that state, he has to translate it, very inadequately, into the language of the mind. This will not be easy. The language of the mind is familiar to you. The language of the beyond is not. The language of the beyond is unlike anything you have ever experienced before. I can say that it is unlike any experience you have ever had, but this does not mean that it will be entirely unlike anything else. What I am writing about in this essay is not new to me. I have known it for a long time, but I am only now finding the words to describe it. Some call it awakening, liberation from self, unbinding, breaking free from the illusion of self. It is a state of blissfulness and continuous deep happiness and fulfillment. When you live in the beyond, in a place where the mind does not exist, it is difficult to translate what you know into anything an incarnate person could understand. It is like trying to explain color to a blind person, or explaining how ice feels when you put your tongue on it on a winter day when everything else around you is 90 degrees Fahrenheit. You can't just tell them. They have to experience it for themselves. You cannot feel the truth of what I am saying by thinking about it. You have to experience it directly. A person who has never known love can continue to think about it, but he will never be able to reach a true conclusion. Even if his conclusions are logical, he will miss the experience. Love is an experience. It does not require logic. All that is required is that your consciousness is tuned into it. This is what it will be like to experience 5D. Only after you have gone beyond the mind, when you have attained a higher state than your mental process, when you know that you are not your thoughts, not your body, when you know that you are only knowing, will you be able to enter the fifth dimension. Ascension means going into a state that is beyond the mind. The words we use to describe that state are inadequate translations, since the mind speaks about something greater than the mind. The ascended man is not in this world to be liked. He is here with a sword to cut through the lies that we tell each other and ourselves. The ascended master has nothing to sell and nothing to gain by telling you anything. He has no product and no sales pitch. He has no agenda other than to see you free and able and willing and able to express yourself as who you really are. He does not come with any religion. He does not come with any ideology or doctrine or ceremony or belief or religion or organization or institution. He is tasked with saying the unsayable, expressing the inexpressible, and describing the indescribable. He is compelled to perform this ridiculous act because when he transcends the mind, great compassion emerges. He sees people stumbling around in the dark, people suffering unreasonably and drowning in their own created hells. When you reach 5D, you are naturally filled with compassion. People who have inbuilt capacities to know the truth, who are capable of becoming ascended ones, enlightened ones, or awakened ones from the moment they are born, are suffering all around you, and the whole ordeal is ludicrous. It doesn't have to be that way. We love you dearly. We are here with you. We are your family of light. Aho. This is a message to humanity from Aurora Ray, Ambassador of the Galactic Federation.
We are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. We are in this for the long haul with all of you. We are very patient as we walk alongside you on this very significant journey you are on there on planet Earth. We consider it to be an honor to be invited to your little party, and we are so excited to be on the path with you for all of the wonderful twists and turns that you have coming up in order to bring you into a higher frequency state. As many of you know, the fifth dimension is not a place you go. It is a place of being you maintain. It is a vibration that you continually offer, and when you shift in consciousness, you won't have to try to get into the fifth dimensional state. It will be automatic, it will be pure. But it will be automatic because of what you are doing right now. Many of you dip your toes into the hot bath water, so to speak, that is the fifth dimension from time to time, and you stay there as long as you can. Whenever you do that, you bring some of that energy back with you to the fourth density now. You come down, but you are changed by the experience. And you are projecting a different type of consciousness, a different level of consciousness, and the rest of humanity will feel that through the quantum web. You do realize that you can help others shift just with your presence, just by emanating love from your beingness. You are helping everyone there on Earth. This shift is not about doing, and we think we've established that it's not about things happening outside of you, but it is about you and the vibration you offer. Offering a high vibration more consistently has a bigger impact than anything you could do right now. This is what those of you who are truly awake recognize, even without beings and collectives like ourselves telling you. In fact, many of you who are part of the New Age community just emanate love because you know that's how you want to feel. You were born sensitive, you were born sensitive, you were born with empathic abilities, and therefore you could not stand to be around anything that was of lower vibration for very long, and the world needs you now more than ever to shine that light, to exude that high vibration, and to set that example for the rest of your fellow humans who are still of the belief that what's happening outside of them is more powerful and more influential than what's coming out of their own energy fields. You set the tone for this shift every time you achieve a higher state, a higher vibrational light, and you invite your fellow humans to join you. You are not there to only make it to 5D, you are there to enjoy the journey that you're on now. Embrace all of the 3D and the 4D. And we are here to help and support in this transition. We are here to remind you of what you already know, but that what you sometimes forget because you get caught up in someone else's drama and someone else's idea of what the shift could all be about. Now is your time to shine, because you are needed so very much by people who will never meet you, never read a book or a blog that you've written, and never watch a video that you've made. And we say that because we want you to know that your impact is bigger than your reach into the ears and eyes of those that you are capable of reaching. You are reaching the souls of the fellow humans around you, because your souls always feel that connection to each and every other human that exists on planet Earth right now. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with all of you.